What's up, YouTube? Black Ice Frost XX here, coming to you with a quick hero tech update. Just a few cards that I think you guys need to know about and should be discussed. There's some from the old set, some from the new set, and I'm going to cover them for you because it was actually requested that, so I'm going to go ahead and get this video started. Before I do, I'm going to give another quick shout out to Team Dark Monk DJP. Go check out his channel. He's got a lot of good information there on products, tournaments, meta information, and also a lot of information about windups once they become mass-produced, I think, in about a week or so. So, I'm going to cover a couple cards here. I'm going to start with the old ones, get into the new ones, and move on from there. Old cards, I'll start off with the monsters. I got 3 here, and we're going to start off with GD Warrior Lady. GD Warrior Lady is an amazing monster card. I'm sure you guys have seen her before. I'm sure you all know what her effect is. Why is this card so good? It gets around Zenmaines, gets around Stardust, anything that would have a bad backlash of being destroyed. She gets around. She is an amazing monster. Also, she's a light type, so she fits your theme. And all in all, just a very good card. Moving on to Ice Edge. Ice Edge. I like this little guy. Ice Edge causes so much trouble for some people. People will actually Solemn Warning or Torrential Tribute this guy just to get him off the field because, use it or lose it with this card. A lot of people don't like him. I like him. I'd say give him a try. He sets up your miracle plays with his discard ability. And you don't always have to discard for it. Like, if they have no monsters, you just poke at them and, pop that warning off if they don't decide to warning him. Let him waste it, whatever. Or let him waste 2,000 life points on an 800 attack monster. That's cool. You just, you just made shit work better for you. So, all in all, good card. Snowman Eater. This card is amazing, and it's a very high probability of a -1 on your opponent. Snowman Eater, you set him, and when he's flipped face up, because he has a flip effect, you destroy one monster on the field. I mean, that can be a bad backlash if, your opponent doesn't have any monsters. He might have to destroy himself, but it's still a 1900 defense for a Man-Eater bug almost like effect, and usually a typical opening play right now is Thunder King. So you go Thunder King, they go Thunder King, attack, Snowman Eater, -1. So, Snowman Eater, I would run 1 or 2 of these, depending on your preference. I run 1 personally, and he works out fine. He is a great card. Moving on to traps. These 2 traps in particular, I would highly suggest checking out. First one I'm going to cover is Compulse. It doesn't really need much coverage other than the fact that it bounces Stardust and it bounces Zenmaines, and it can also cause you to reuse cards like Snowman Eater, Stratos, anything that you want to return back to your hand or your opponent's hand. It's a very flexible card, and I run it 1 instead of 2 bottomless. I run 1 bottomless, 1 Compulse, and it works out great. Going into this card, I'm sure you've seen this card before, and if you haven't, people who've seen it probably think it's crap, and people who haven't seen it, are probably like, oh, well, what the heck is that? This is called Mirrorgate. This card just recently got a new card wording on it, and the wording now says, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, targeting one face-up elemental hero monster you control, switch control of the opponent's attacking monster and the targeted monster you control. Then calculate damage. Control of both monsters switches back during the end phase. The key word on this card that makes it good is control of both monsters switches back at the end phase. Obviously, if you play this card on your opponent, your monster is probably going to be getting obliterated. So not only are you going to deal damage to your opponent, you're also going to get a free monster from your opponent and possibly screw up their play. So let's say that, let's say they have a Stardust that you want from them. They attack you with Stardust. You go Mirrorgate. because they think that you're sitting on a mirror force or something. You go, okay, mirror gate. It's a mirror, but it's not the mirror force. You go mirror gate, give them Alias. Alias gets obliterated, and you get a free Stardust. Winning. So either that or give them Ice Edge, even better. An 800 monster for a 25 that can pop and negate. Winning. Test it out, guys. Only one. I wouldn't test any more than one. The card's good, but it's not that good. So, but it is worth playing one copy of. Try it. Going into new set stuff. First card that I would suggest you look at from the new set is this guy. I do not have him as a card yet, but number C39 Utopia, whatever the fuck he's called. He's the cover card. He's very good. I don't have his effect offhand, but I would go look on spoilers about him. Very good for especially Light Hero Beat, because they added an effect that he did not have in like the TV show when you saw him, like, which made him even better for our Light Hero decks. So check it out. Definitely give him a look at. The cards I do have to cover are these two from the new set. They're both traps. They're both good, and I'm going to cover them real quick. First one is going to be Royal Prison. Monsters cannot be special summoned from the graveyard. That's pretty straight to the point. Why is this card good? Well, let's see. Royal Oppression's gone. There's a good reason. And also, a lot of people rely on the grave right now to do a lot of, things. Like, bring back stuff from the grave. Like, let's see. We got Glow Up Bulb, Plague Spreader Zombie, Stardust Dragon, Ancient Sacred Wyvern, Colossal Fighter. There's a lot of stuff that relies on special summoning from the graveyard to keep certain advantages going. This card says no. Royal Oppression's gone, guys. Royal Prison is definitely worth trying at least one of in a anti-meta build. So I would give it a shot. Definitely look for it. Next card, The Huge Revolution is Over. It's a counter trap, and it reads almost like Starlight Road, except it says banish the card that it negates. And also, it doesn't attempt to summon a monster, so they can't go, oh, well, Solemn Warning. Guess what? Tough shit. Well, this card's good. A, because it's a spell speed 3. B, because it doesn't attempt to special summon. And C, it banishes the target. In my opinion, that's worth checking out. It says when a spell card, trap card, or effect monster's effect is activated that destroys 2 or more cards on the field, negate the activation and banish it. Winning. I'm definitely going to try this over Starlight Road. I like the idea of getting a Stardust, but you can only use it once. And yeah, it does give you a body, but then they can also just Solemn Warning it. This actually makes it's a counter trap, so they can't, play something stupid on it. Like, they have to actually Solemn Judgment it, otherwise they're going to lose their card. AKA, like, Black Rose would be the biggest card to hit with this, because it banishes Black Rose. Yeah, whatever, banish Dark Hole, banish Heavy Storm, who cares, like, most of the time it's a one and done type of card anyway. But, yeah, this card is really good. Also, guys, one card I forgot to mention for Royal Prison, it can negate Monster Reborn. That's the biggest card of all. So, anyway, guys, that's my Hero Tech update. I'll keep looking for more cards to update you on. If you have any Hero Tech cards that you know of that I didn't mention in this video, then please feel free to send them to me in the comments below. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe, please, guys. I'd love to meet a lot more of you hero players out there, share some ideas, bounce some ideas off of each other. Maybe we can come up with one heck of a deck. Also, quick update, Escurideo is supposed to be released in March, guys, in the new Yu-Gi-Oh! GX volume. Remember to go and pick those up if you are a hero player. They are good, and Super Poly is broken. Remember this, guys. This is Black Ice Frost XX signing off.